The long-anticipated saga has reached its climax. Mbappe is officially making the move to Real Madrid, putting an end to what felt like an eternal wait. Now, the burning question arises, who will make way in the starting 11 for Mbappe? With Real Madrid already boasting what many consider the world's strongest lineup, the spotlight is on the tough decisions ahead. Let's dissect the intriguing dynamics of Real Madrid's star-studded team and speculate on the potential impact of Mbappe's arrival. So, after what feels like forever, it seems like the Kylian Mbappe transfer saga might finally be reaching its conclusion. News broke that the 25-year-old will be leaving Paris Saint-Germain at the end of the season, and all signs point to him heading to Real Madrid. If Mbappe does make the move to the Santiago Bernabeu, it would be a huge deal for Madrid, like the blockbuster signings of the past, such as Luis Figo or the Brazilian Ronaldo. It's like they're bringing in a modern-day Galactico. But let's step back and look at how much has changed for Madrid on and off the pitch. Not too long ago, they were dealing with the departure of Karim Benzema, leaving them without a star striker. However, things have shifted since then. Jude Bellingham has had an impressive debut season in the midfield, and his stellar performances have reassured everyone that maybe they don't need a direct replacement for a number 9. So, as Mbappe contemplates the move to Real Madrid, it's not just a big statement for the club, it's a reflection of the changes and evolution they've undergone both in terms of players and tactics since the days of those iconic signings like Figo and Ronaldo. After losing their top striker, Carlo Ancelotti's team has actually handled it really well. They've adjusted smoothly to the big change up front. Now the big question is whether adding another star player like Mbappe might mess up the great balance they've found in their front line. Sure, everyone still wants Mbappe. Who wouldn't? But here's the twist. Do Real Madrid really need him now? Benzema, the guy they lost, was like the glue holding everything together during challenging times. With his 354 goals and his knack for adapting to other superstars on the team, he left a big legacy in Madrid. Last summer, it made sense to target Mbappe as the next big thing. But now they've gone half a season without either player, and surprisingly, things seem to be going pretty smoothly. Vinicius Jr, the dynamo on the wings, owes a lot of his success to Benzema's habit of moving out to the left during build-up plays. This allowed Vinicius to team up with the Brazilian, creating a dangerous combo for opponents with cutbacks and crosses. The surprising part? Jude Bellingham, in his midfield role, has also nailed these moves perfectly. In La Liga this season, Bellingham has been a passing maestro. He's connected with Vinicius Jr a whopping 75 times and received the ball from him 54 times. That's an average of about 7.9 passes per game to the winger. Believe it or not, it's even more than what Benzema managed last season, which was 7.2 passes per game. Even with his busy midfield duties, Bellingham manages to find the time to drift over and link up with Madrid's left winger, keeping the magic alive on that side of the pitch. The support for Vinicius Jr is really paying off. He's in the box a lot, averaging a whopping 10.2 touches per game, the highest in the league. And when it comes to attacking in the final third, only Barcelona's Lamine Yamal has more touches than him, 38.5. Plus, Vinicius Jr is king of take-ons with 9.7 per game, leaving everyone else behind. Now, let's talk about Rodrigo on the other side. Since there's no fixed striker in the number 9 spot, these two wingers are making it work with a split strikers setup. Bellingham in the middle is crashing through, making things happen. In the first game of the season against Almeria, you could see the plan in action. Bellingham scored twice, finding space Rodrigo had left, heading home his second goal and also setting up Vinicius Jr with an assist. There's a left-sided focus in the team to get close to Vinicius Jr. And while Fede Valverde charges forward in one flank, it's Bellingham's busy role in the box midfield that keeps everything in balance. The teamwork is real, and it's working wonders for Real Madrid. Let's rewind to a Champions League match in October against Braga. Bellingham, usually a midfielder, shifted to a more advanced position on the left side to team up with Vinicius Jr. The magic happened in the build-up to the first goal. Picture this, a long pass out to Vinicius Jr on the left, and the attack comes to life. Vinicius takes on his defender, Rodrigo makes a move in the penalty area, and Bellingham bursts into the space between them. The defender, Vitor Carvalho, is left puzzled, looking towards Bellingham. As the final pass comes in, Carvalho is caught off guard. The cutback to Bellingham is there, but Vinicius Jr opts for a pass to Rodrigo, who sneaks behind the distracted defender and scores. It's all about the dynamic movement and the late run, something made possible by Bellingham's consistent energy from midfield. Fast forward 3 months to the Supercopa de España final against Barcelona. The same strategy is at play. Bellingham charges through the midfield, creating space for Vinicius Jr. This time, Vinicius Jr gets a hat-trick. In one example, Bellingham's run gives Vinicius Jr the room he needs to control the ball and take on his defender. The resulting cutback isn't dealt with, and Rodrigo pounces to score. The late runs orchestrated by Bellingham are proving to be a potent weapon for Real Madrid. Even when Bellingham isn't directly scoring, he brings a whole new dimension to Madrid's attacks. Vinicius Jr still gets the service he needs, and there's a central presence in the penalty area that keeps things dangerous. Here's an interesting tidbit. Bellingham is currently La Liga's top scorer with 16 goals, a feat that even Benzema has only surpassed twice at this point in a season. Meanwhile, Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr are hitting career record rates for contributing to goals. Now, this isn't to say that Mbappe couldn't adapt to a new system, but there's a bit of a crowded situation. Mbappe likes playing on the left, slicing through defenses with his right foot. But this season, he's been drifting inside more under PSG's new coach Luis Enrique. Just to give you an example, when Lee Kang-in was away playing for South Korea, PSG used Bradley Barcola on the left against Toulouse on January 3rd. Mbappe, in a central area, still showed his close control and elite finishing, proving he can make an impact away from his preferred flank. It's a puzzle for Real Madrid to figure out how Mbappe would fit into this dynamic mix. After PSG's 2-0 win, Mbappe shared, "The good thing is that no matter where I play, the manager adapts to our qualities. We're always on the same page. Wherever I play, I don't think I'll have any problem performing well." Even when he's in central positions, Mbappe isn't just focused on himself. In his first 4 games as the number 9, he took an incredible 31 shots, but also created 5 chances for teammates. One memorable moment was a perfectly weighted pass that set up Barcola for a goal in a 2-0 victory over Lens on January 14th. Imagine Mbappe dropping deep, receiving the ball, turning and threading through passes to wide players like Vinicius Jr and Rodrigo at the top of the Madrid team. It's a move that could make him a favorite with his new teammates. The exciting part is that Mbappe remains endlessly inventive and frighteningly effective, no matter where he plays in the front 3. But what's even more encouraging is a perceived shift in his attitude. He's more open to Luis Enrique's positional experiments, a stark contrast to the previous campaign's pivot-gang fiasco. There are signs that Mbappe could be convinced to be more tactically flexible. And if there's any coach in world football who can keep a front-heavy team functioning smoothly, it's Ancelotti. The Italian coach Ancelotti is known for his efficient squad rotation, a skill he honed during his time with star-studded AC Milan in the early 2000s.
Hola Madridista, I am back.
Since returning to Madrid in 2021, he's rarely fielded the same lineup in consecutive La Liga games. Now, dealing with a talent like Mbappe can be seen as a high-class problem. But Ancelotti's current team is all about versatility, and it's designed to adapt to top-quality players like Mbappe. Sure, letting go of Bellingham's game-changing runs might not sound like a great idea, but some signings are just too good to pass up. Ancelotti's latest super team is ready to adjust and accommodate the brilliance that Mbappe brings to the table. It's a luxury problem, but one they're happy to have. So it all comes down to a dilemma. Do you swap Vini for Mbappe? Here's the thing. Both of them thrive on the left wing. Mbappe has been clear about not wanting to play as a striker, and he's not shy about drama in the locker room. So if Real Madrid signs him, it's either left wing or he might cause some trouble. Now, that would push Vini to play as a striker, a position he's not too keen on. Honestly, bringing in Mbappe doesn't seem like the best move, especially if it's just for the big name factor and not because he significantly improves the team. The catch is, neither of them wants to warm the bench. Paying Mbappe a hefty $500k per week just to disrupt the harmony in the dressing room seems like a questionable decision. Some argue that Mbappe won't have the freedom to be a diva at Real Madrid. The club is known for its seriousness and prestige, and they won't tolerate tantrums like PSG might. Real Madrid is a top-notch, prestigious club, and they don't bend over backward for players, especially a newcomer.